A slashed budget isn't the only tension rising among veterans, as some members of the VA Commission have expressed a lack of confidence in VA Director Fred Bordallo's ability to head the department. Some are even calling for his resignation.
Well, first of all, I'm disappointed if that's the kind of conversations they have in the Veterans Commission.
He says the idea of the Veterans Commission came from the late Senator Tony Ampingo, who envisioned a commission that would be an advisory body to the Veterans Affairs Director. But with the current commission memberships in shambles and veterans not being allowed to join unless they are part of a veterans-affiliated nonprofit organization, he questions who makes up the rules and why close the doors on veterans.
Let's get away with this parochial conversations of we're here to bash not only me, but my predecessor had gotten bashed, and then his predecessor got bashed. Every veterans director that I've talked when I did my transition from Jose San Agustin to Martin Manglonia and John Ampingo, I'll tell you this: they've said that this veteran, John Ampingo, I believe, even put it on record to Governor Calvo that the Veterans Commission has never met in 2 years. On that last meeting at Adelaide, even the current elected chair, Brian Miranda, says, I'm only going to give myself 4 months, and then if it doesn't work, I'm out of here. That doesn't sound like commitment. And I'll tell you this, the current commission, Mr. Brian Miranda, John Atulai Taitano, and Barry Mead, they don't speak in behalf of 10,000 veterans here. There are veterans that are here that says they don't represent them.
Bordallo recalls a statement allegedly made by VA Commission member Barry Mead, who alluded to wanting to use a letter from Governor Lou Leon Guerrero to VA Secretary Robert Wilkie inappropriately.
He saw that letter and is going to use it for, and I don't want to get a little bit derogatory, something of a restroom kind of like thing. And I think that was uncalled for. And whatever organization he represents, I don't think, if he was Purple Heart, I don't think Nick Francisco condones that kind of stuff.
This isn't the first time the VA Commission raised concerns over the current leadership. Mead at the last commission meeting stated, quote, I am not a believer of turning this over to a person who has no clue about veterans or anything else that we go through with the VA or anything else. And I mean the governor.
Our current director is a veteran, but doesn't have any idea of what it is to deal with the VA.
Then, last week on K57's Vet Talk, VA Commission members phoned in calling for Bordallo's resignation. Bordallo, however, calls it ironic that the VA Commission members stated they didn't want the governor to be involved in fear of the commission being politicized.
Now, who's doing the politicking here? Brian Miranda has a tough thing to do to tell those Veterans Commission, members, when you do hold a meeting, stick to what we're supposed to do. Give the director some advice, but don't use this as a bashing because they're wondering why they can't make for a quorum, because some of them are just turned up. Other veterans organizations are turned off and they don't want to join.
Jolene Toves, PNC News.